What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome to episode 3 of the revival with Gamba Osaka in the Japanese second division. I almost forgot what division we were in, but it is the Japanese second division. Still feels odd saying that intro. It's weird when I've done the Pentagon Challenge and Road to Glory for so long. I've got used to just saying them, and so to be saying something different feels totally absurd. But anyway, yeah, let's cover today's fixtures. Let's just jump straight into it. Why not? So, since the last episode, I'm trying to remember when the last episode was. Oh yeah, it was the 4th. Okay, 4th of the 4th. So since then, a number of games to tell you guys about. As you can see here, 7 games played in the league and 6 wins, so pretty good stuff. We started off our good run of results with a home win against Kyoto Mantis, Paulinho and Kono getting the goals for us early on. In truth, this game wasn't the most convincing win, and they put up a good fight, Kyoto, but we held out in the end, despite not controlling the ball, and we were more clinical, so that was a good 2-0 win to kick things off. On the back of this, we again got another 2-0 win, this time away against Kagoshima. They actually had a player sent off as well. Paulinho grabbing another goal for us here. And then we got another one with 5 minutes left on the clock. Good little win for us in the end. Probably should have won by more. We did well though. This game we did dominate the ball. On the back of the previous game I was a little bit worried that we weren't going to be seeing out games. But what we certainly did do in this game was we created chances and we held on to the ball and limited opportunities that the opposition had. Anyway, the next result was the big one. This game I can't even get my words out, guys. I can't even get my words out. This was the big shock, this one. We didn't come back from a goal down, but Kawasaki Plaisir came back from a goal down to win. Johnny getting on the score sheet for us with the first goal. And from there, things just went downhill. We conceded 2 on either side of half-time. It was pretty unfortunate, but poor defending on our behalf. It has to be kind of brutally said, but nevertheless, good little bit of play by them in the final third. Their 2 strikers linking up nicely, and they grabbed the goal there. And then they grabbed their second of the game in the 49th minute, and to be honest, this was a really unfortunate result because on another day we would have run away with it, but as it stood we only had 2 shots on target. They had 5 shots and 5 on target. Possession was 50-50, and ultimately it was one of those games where we just didn't craft out enough opportunities, and as you can see there, Johnny making a big mistake there that led to the goal as well, so that didn't help things. But 2-1 was not the worst result in the world, but it certainly wasn't good. On the back of this, I really want to see us bounce back well. We had some tough games here, the big one being against Genair, which we'll come on to in a second, but in the meantime we had a game against Kobe Leon. This game got 2 goals in the second half. Escudero with the goals. Obviously this guy came in from Southall, 450k at the start of this season. So far in the league, 3 assists, 4 goals and a player of the match. He's really settled in nicely on the right hand side, and with Usami on the left, those 2 have really been working well, with Paulinho providing the support in the centre. So that was a good 2-0 win. And then, as I said, this game against Genair was a big game for us. Looking at the league, Genair are now 8th, but at the time of at the time of playing that game, you can see here they were in 2nd place, and then from that game we really we've knocked them down a notch, and they're now struggling. But it was a 5-1 win. It was a great win for us. As you can see here, 5 different goal scorers, which was great to see. Everyone getting in on the action except Usami, who didn't actually start this game. I gave him a rest. That's one thing I have had to start doing, is kind of rotating the squad. But luckily, because I brought in so many players, we've certainly been able to do that. But this game, we took the lead early on and they pegged us back. And I was kind of anticipating, a real ding-dong battle. The 2 kind of teams kind of heading the table, meeting up. One of the teams potentially going to be slipping up and dropping down the table, and whoever won would be in a great position to go on and win the league. But fortunately for us, it didn't kind of end up going like that. We played really well, and in the second half especially, we came out the traps flying. As you can see, we took the lead early on. They got a goal here which came largely on the counter-attack. This game, they were very defensive. I was almost surprised at how defensively they set up. They were very much looking for the counter-attack and willing for us to have the ball and sitting deep. And they kind of forced us to try and break them down. Unfortunately for me, the team certainly did that. And we kind of proved our attacking and playmaking credentials in the midfield this game. But 21 shots was a great kind of, conversion of possession into chances, because sometimes you'll have 63% of possession and get nowhere with it. But as you can see here, Escudero with the goal there to make it 2-1. And we went into the break at 2-1, and I was kind of thinking, just keep it up, lads. 2-1's a great result if we can get it, but the team went on from there. As you can see, Johnny getting on the score sheet, on the volley again, doing what he does. That made it 3-1 after 56 minutes, and there were 2 more goals to come, coming in the 61st minute, and I think late on or mid-70s minute. Now, unfortunately for us, we couldn't really close out the game and go and get a few more, which would have been great for the goal difference, but nevertheless, as you can see here, they really sat deep, and we were forced to pass the ball around. And it was something that we definitely did and definitely tried to do. Nice play here. Paulinho knocked it back down. And it's just great to see us starting to play real football, because whenever you come to these lower leagues, although we're not kind of the worst team in the world, and realistically we should win this league fairly comfortably, there's always that pressure on you to perform to the standards that are expected of you, and sometimes it just doesn't happen. So this kind of performance, showing that we are playing quote-unquote total football or real football rather than just hoofing it up, was good to see. Anyway, on the back of that 5-1 win, we went on to get 2 more high-scoring wins, 4-0 and 3-0 respectively. Great to see us keeping clean sheets as well in these last 2 games, but as you can see here, variety of goal scorers again, but Usami, Escudero and Paulinho, who have been heading the attack as a trio really, doing great for us. They only had 1 shot on target. Good game, good performance. And Yamega, or Matsumoto Yamega, or Yamaga even, aren't the worst team ever. They're 15th, but they were mid-table at the time of playing them. And again, we then had a game against Hakudate Raiders, which we did fairly well in. We won 3-0, performed well. Team performance was fairly solid across the board. Johnny getting a goal for us. This centre-back, it's 6 goals in 11 and 2 assists. It's not too shabby or a record for a centre-back. And just to show you something, there is nothing funny going on with corner glitching or anything. I do have it aim at near post, but that's just part of my tactic. And it works for Johnny, because Johnny just buries them on the volley, and that's a little tip for you actually. I've been experimenting with that. If you put crosses on the near post, and you can put your best header on the near post, and it was called the corner glitch in FM 2012. It doesn't really work as well in this game, but one thing with Johnny is he seems to just love volleying shots for whatever reason, and it's helping him get goals, I suppose, so I can't really argue with it. But he's been a quality player for us. And then, just looking at the squad as a whole, we look very good. But anyway, that is not all the fixtures wrapped up, because there were a few more to tell you guys about, and those were in the Champions League. So, on the back of our kind of really good win against Liaoning in the Champions League last episode, we went on to get a 1-0 win against Pohang Steelers in the home tie against them. Great result considering we lost to them prior to it 2-0, and then we also followed this up with a win against Chonburi 1-0. Not the most convincing result in the world, would have been nice to grab a few more, but it was enough to see us get into the knockout stages, and from there we got what's the word, drawn, I can't even think of that word now. We got drawn against Guangzhou or Guangzhou or whatever you want to call them, our former club, over on the Pentagon Challenge, of course. But it was an interesting game. Obviously, they're a top side with a load of money. And unfortunately for us, we lost the first leg 2-0. So you join us today. We're going to be doing the second leg. It'll be interesting to see, can we turn around the deficit? They've got some very good players, but then again, when you've got players like Luca Barrios, who you're paying £110,000 a week to play for you, it's going to be hard for a team such as ourselves to compete. But anyway, we're going to see how we get on today. Really mixing things up for today's game in terms of, obviously, we don't have most of our decent players registered for the Champions League because it started quite early on in the pre-season. But I'm going to be resting Usami. But all in all, the squad looks good. We go in, as I said, 2-0 down. Away goals do count here, so if we concede, we're going to need to get at least 4 goals to stand a chance, which is a tough tough and a very big ask of us, but we'll see what we can do. Go out and have some fun, lads. I think there's a lot to come from you, and I believe you have what it takes. Just trying to get the team encouraged and fired up for today's game. Certainly not going to be the easiest tie in the world. And there's no real expectations on my behalf for us to do well. I checked the reputation of Guangzhou compared to us on the Asia homepage screen thing. They are higher reputation than us, so they are expected to win. And as I kind of predicted, they take a 1-0 win. 1-0 lead. I am struggling for words today. I do apologise. This has not been my best commentary, but I always do them in one take, so we'll just run with it. But as you can see, Barrios threaded through Wrong How for a tap-in. So obviously, we can't actually qualify for the Champions League this year, so far as I'm aware, through cup competitions, so definitely not through the league. And so the big thing this year was just to kind of learn from the Champions League. I didn't really expect, if I'm honest, to get to the knockout stages, so that was a great little achievement, and the board weren't expecting us to do anything in that competition, in this competition, so that was a good kind of turnout. Oh, Barrios nearly scored then again. So that was pretty solid, but all in all, I feel like we've done well in this competition. Obviously, we're not going to be in it next year because we can't really qualify realistically, but I'd love to be able to qualify for it next season if we get promoted. That's kind of the aim. You've got to appreciate we're a very big team, Gamba Osaka, and so realistically, we need to be breaking into the top 4 first season in the J-League, which is a very high expectations kind of that I've set myself. But given the squad that I have, given some of the players like Johnny, for example, who I've brought in, there's no reason why these players can't go out and grab a load of goals for us. I say that, there's no reason why it can't happen. We're now 2-0 down to Guangzhou, which is now 4-0 on aggregate. Why did I choose to commentate this? I don't know. What was running through my head? I don't know what I was expecting you guys to see here. We now need 5 goals in the space of 70 minutes. I'm kind of resigned to the fact it's probably not going to happen. If we could win on the night, it's not completely out of the question, but I'm going to have to change the system round potentially. But Paulinho with a chance here. Roca, is that a penalty? No, but we've got the chance here. Roca, bury that. There we go. We got a goal. Let's try and win on the night. It's a learning experience, this kind of game. I have no expectations to go out and win. I just thought it'd be nice to kind of live com the game against Guangzhou, considering it is a club that, of course, I've managed myself on the Pentagon Challenge this year. It's kind of weird, actually. I was thinking back to all the stuff I've done on FM14. I suppose I can use this game just as a backdrop for me to talk about FM14 and stuff. So it's kind of weird for me because like FM13 is how my channel grew, and then the Pentagon Challenge, especially in the Road to Glory, are kind of the series that people came for and subscribed to my channel from. And so I was a little bit apprehensive when I decided to drop the Pentagon and try something else for the last month, because the Pentagon was in a situation the whole series where I wasn't going to get it done. Unfortunately, which is sad, and I may try it again in the future. I don't want to say FM14, I'm thinking maybe even FM15 if we're planning really far ahead here. But I feel like I've learnt so much from this game, and I've learnt so much. Does terrible team talk. Good timing, Jack. Let's just tell everyone the pressure's off tonight. I've not done a very good job here. We're going to lose 7-0 now. It's going to get gory. But no, what I was saying was basically, I feel like I've learnt a lot this year. I know a load of people are asking for my plans at FM14. I've honestly not thought about it. Is that an own goal? No, okay, it's a free kick. I've not thought about what I'm doing for FM14 at all. I know a load of people have been asking. In the comments, have I got anything planned? I haven't as of yet. Johnny, see, I don't know if I should feel bad using the cross to near post thing. Should I feel bad? Am I cheating the system here? I mean, I knew it worked in FM12, but it's still working, and I got told it didn't work anymore. I don't even know. Should I feel bad? Let me know in the comments. At the end of the day, the tactics are there, and I have it set to near post, and Johnny, one of my best headerers, happens to go on the near post, and it's not my fault if the game's coded terribly. Oh, I feel bad now, but I shouldn't feel bad. I know I shouldn't feel bad. This is a bit where everyone's going to write in the comments, you're a cheater. It's not cheating if it's in the game, kids. Oh dear. Well, what should I talk about here? Because, I mean, we are on a comeback here. Let's go and make it 3-3. Why not? Let's just make this an exciting game. Go on, Raka. Get the ball in the box. Go. Okay, there we go. 3-3. The comeback's on. To win this game on aggregate, we have to score 3 more. Which isn't actually out of the question now I think about it. Yeah, what I'm going to set to overload. Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. Get ball forward. Overload. Rigid. Is that what? Actually, I'm going to do it in the tactics here. Polino, Karaka. Then we'll switch Usami in for you. I'm just kind of playing Connect 4. Not Connect 4. I'm just kind of joining dots in a very direct manner, and I hope this is going to work for us. Right, we're just going to overload the centre. I think that's the best bet. We're going to have no width. We're going to play with 2 midfielders set to defend in support. So they'll sit deep, but they will kind of push forward. Width, narrow. Tempo, fast. See, what rigid does is it means the player set to defend will really sit back, and the one set to overload will really push forward. I'm thinking focus passing through middle. Let's just go for this. Why not? Let's just go for the win. This is either going to go amazingly or we're going to get absolutely annihilated and lose 7-9. 7-9? I don't even. I'm just naming a high score. 14 minutes left to hold on for dear life. 10. Oh, they're going to score here, aren't they? They're going to score. They're going to make it 4-3 on the night. I should have just settled for the draw. How's that? I don't know how this has gone in. I'm going to cry. Apparently it's an own goal by my keeper. See, I don't get that many glitches or bugs or anything like this on FM, on the Road to Glory series. I think that's because I'm in the Premier League now, but definitely when you go to the lower divisions and the random league, stuff like that happens far too often. But there is a highlight straight from the set piece, so I'm believing. Johnny, what are you doing, son? Just get it out. Look at it, beautiful interplay. Let's just give the fans some entertainment here with a big scoreline. There we go, Karaka. There we go. 4-4. See, this is a great game to live com. Unfortunately, it's 6-4 on aggregate, but the fact that we're scoring this many against one of the biggest teams in Asia isn't too bad a sign, if I might say so. And 4-4. It's been an entertaining game, if nothing else, and a great backdrop for me to ramble over. And it's meant that you guys have got a longer episode, so you're probably loving it at this point, and I'm not loving it if this goes in. Get it out. What have I just bared witness to? Is that another defensive? I mean, what does the centre-back do here? He doesn't have to. Why would you do that? Why not just head it out for a corner? I don't know. Guys. I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Let me know what your opinion is on the whole corners to near post thing. I can see why some people might not be happy with me using it, and if people really aren't that happy... Oh, it's offside. I was about to go mental. Oh, 5-4. Oh, it's not a bad game, I suppose. Losing should never be... We're in the 2nd division of China. Unlucky boys. There we go. See, now everyone's loving it. Okay, well, it was an even game, and it was an entertaining match. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We are knocked out the Champions League, but nevertheless, it was an entertaining game, to say the least. As I said, let me know your opinions on the corner thing. Let me know what you made of that performance. A very bizarre game. I think... I'm not sure when the next episode's going to be. I've not kind of made up my mind yet. It may well be the end of June, so play a load of more games. I don't know, there's quite a lot of games in this season, so I think we'll take things as they come. But anyway, now the Champions League's gone, it's kind of one less distraction for me, I suppose. But that does wrap it up for today. I'm going to stop rambling now because it's been a rambly commentary and I know that. So yeah, if you did enjoy the episode, as always, give the video a like. Let me know your opinions on the corner things. I've said that like 5 times now, but it doesn't matter. Hopefully you enjoyed regardless. But other than that, guys, it is me, Jack. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, give the video a like. And other than that, I will talk to you in a bit. I'm out. I just butchered my outro as well. I give up. I give